The Disney Store has gotten pretty good at using a few tried and true marketing tactics, and I'm about to tell you how to steal them. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Magical Marketing Minute-ish, our weekly show focused on helping entrepreneurs and marketing professionals with a quick tip for improving your marketing inspired by the Walt Disney Company. This week, I want to tell you about 3 different tactics that I've noticed the Disney Store using in its email marketing very effectively. But I also want to share a warning that Disney teaches us about as well. In marketing, our goal is always to get the right attention from the right people at the right time. Let's dive into 3 ways we can do just that. First is scarcity. The goal when using scarcity as a tactic is to convince the potential buyer that there is a limited quantity of what we're selling available, and that it's moving quickly so that they need to hurry if they want in on the action. The Disney Store doesn't actually use this particular tactic that often, but they do occasionally throw in terms like limited release, implying not only that there is a limited supply, but also that this will be the only opportunity to get your hands on one. The second tactic we can steal is urgency. Like scarcity, urgency is used as a tactic to get someone to buy now so that they don't say, "I'll think about that later." The deal will be gone by then, so they must act immediately. The Disney Store uses this one all the time, and we'll address that in just a moment. The third tactic is one we talked about a few weeks ago, and it's the fear of missing out, or FOMO. FOMO is usually just a combination or a new angle on one of the first 2 tactics, but it has a life of its own. It is a cultural phenomenon, tapping a shift in buyer behavior and psychology in a very specific manner. It not only plays on a buyer's fear of missing a deal, but also of being the only one among his friends to miss it. It is a social play as much as it is a targeted marketing tactic. I've only seen the Disney Store use this one once, but I would definitely not be surprised to see it again. Now, I mentioned a warning that the Disney Store can teach us about, and that's to be careful about overusing these tactics. Far be it for me to try to state that Disney is doing something less effectively than they could, but I do wonder about this. I get emails claiming limited release, or expires today, or only hours left, nearly every single day from the Disney Store. If I wasn't specifically looking for marketing tidbits to talk about, I know for a fact that I would simply no longer even see these emails come through before I mark them read and move on, much less feel the necessary jolt of adrenaline and FOMO that it would take for these tactics to work effectively and consistently. So be very careful about how often you use these tactics on any one market segment. On a similar note, if you're going to employ any of these tactics, it must be done honestly. There really does have to be a limited quantity available or a deadline on the deal. Your customers will catch on if you try the old going out of business sale idea all the time. I can promise you that. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's Magical Marketing Minute. If this episode helped you think of a way to employ one of these great tactics, let me know in the comments or shoot me an email at john@marketingthemagic.com. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.